Kim Jong-un met Mike Pompeo on Wednesday in New York. AFP Kim Jong-un's envoy had dinner with Mike Pompeo in New York on Wednesday night to try to reinstate plans to hold a summit between Donald Trump and the North Korean leader, Kim Jong-chol, a 73-year-old general described as the ultimate regime insider, is the highest North Korean official to visit the United States in almost 20 years. The previous top-ranking envoy was Jo Myung-rok, a vice marshal, sent to Washington, D.C. in 2000. Mr. Kim, who had to be granted a waiver from sanctions to travel, landed at New York's JFK Airport on Wednesday afternoon. He was head of the RGB, North Korea's spy service, from 2009 to 2016, during the time the spy agency is believed responsible for the 2010 torpedoing of a South Korean naval vessel, the Cheonan, in which 46 sailors were killed. He was also in charge of the agency during the 2014 hacking attack against Sony. Mr. Kim, who has served 3 generations of North Korea's ruling family, was then driven to a hotel close to the United Nations, in Midtown Manhattan. There he had dinner with the U.S. Secretary of State for about an hour and a half. Mr. Kim and Mr. Pompeo were expected to discuss ways to proceed with a summit, planned for June 12 in Singapore, between the leaders of the US and North Korea. "We're continuing to prepare for the meeting between the president and the North Korean leader," said Sarah Huckabee Sanders, the White House press secretary. "As the president says, if it happens, we'll certainly be ready." North Korean leader Kim Jong-un's right-hand Kim Jong-chol arrives at Millennium Hilton in New York. Getty: "We've got not only the meeting that you just mentioned, Secretary of State Pompeo is meeting with the president currently. And when he finishes that meeting, he'll be headed to New York for a dinner tonight, as well as a day full of meetings tomorrow." Mr. Trump cancelled the summit on May 24, but 24 hours later, when the North Koreans issued a statement regretting the cancellation, said he was still open to the possibility of going ahead. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un shakes hands with U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo. KCNA: "A team from Washington has traveled to Singapore to press ahead with preparations, and another group are meeting at the demilitarized zone between North and South Korea to further discuss the meeting." NBC News on Tuesday night quoted U.S. officials as saying a new intelligence assessment advised that the regime in Pyongyang had no intention of dismantling its nuclear arsenal in the near future. However, the officials told NBC that Kim Jong-un was willing to open a Western burger franchise in Pyongyang as a gesture